Hey guys, it's Kirsten. Today I'm going to be doing a monthly favorites video for the month of February. I know that it's March already, but I didn't do one for the month of February and I wanted to do one. And this is kind of going to be a small one just because I don't have a whole lot of things that I was like found this month that I'm like really in love with, but there are a couple of things that I did want to show to you and just kind of ask what your favorites were this month. So you can either respond with those favorites in a comment below, or if you've made a similar video, go ahead and post it in the comments so that I can see it, or tag me in it or something like that, because I would definitely love to see your favorites of the month of February. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so my first couple of favorites are going to be beauty favorites. And the first one that I'm going to show you guys is actually something that I bought this summer, but I didn't actually start using it until the month of February. I'd used it a couple of times here and there, but didn't really like faithfully use it or like look to see if there was any difference when I used it or not until this month. So that is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. This stuff is thebomb.com. I use this almost every day and I just spritz it around and completely done my makeup, and it has made a huge difference. I normally spray about 3 sprays. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I really need it to last like a really long time that day, then I'll spray like 5. But I normally spritz it right in the middle and then on each side. And then if I need like a little extra, I'll do the top and the bottom as well. But you don't really need to. But this lasted me a while and I'm still not done with it yet. It feels like I've got about this much left. And I use it pretty much every day, so that's not too bad. But it's kind of on the pricier side for the drugstore. I believe it was like $12. I could be wrong about this though. And I did get it when it was like first released, so that could also be why. My second favorite is this new brush that I got this month, and it is the Real Techniques setting brush. Now this brush I actually use a lot for some different things. First of all, I love Real Techniques brushes. They're great, but I use it for my highlighting. And I also use it to contour. I do very soft contours. I don't know if you've noticed or if you can notice now, but I do contour a little bit, but it is very soft. It's not super harsh, but it is right here, and that's about it. But I really, really, really love this brush. It's it's just great. I just love it. So yeah, that is definitely one of my favorites this month and will continue to be a favorite of mine, probably. Okay, so the next favorite that I have is actually something I discovered about a year ago, but I've stopped using it for a little while, and recently I've been using it again, and it is one of my absolute favorite products of all time. So that is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, and this stuff is amazing. This is kind of a smaller tube. I don't know exactly how much this costs, but the regular one I believe costs like $21 or $22, something like that. But that one's super big, so I like to get the smaller ones because by the time I use them all, like they're like getting dry already. So I don't want to get like a big one and before I've even used all the products, it's drying out a lot. So I get the littler ones because they're pretty much about just half the price and the product stays good for just about as long as it takes to go through it. So this is one of my favorite mascaras and I'm wearing it today. It's just really nice. And you can tell more of like a dramatic difference in my eyelashes when it's like one without and one with, or I don't have any eyeshadow on, but this stuff is a holy grail for me. I love it. My next favorite is also beauty, but it's not makeup. And it is the Rue 21 ETC perfume. And it looks like this. I started using this a few years ago, actually. I think in 2013 during the spring. So I did use it that year a little bit, but I kind of like rediscovered this as a favorite. So this stuff is really, really great. It smells so wonderful and I get compliments on it all the time. It's also only $10. Scent is just, and for only $10, it's pretty good. So yeah, you should definitely try this. If you haven't before, go to Rue 21 and just test it out while you're there. And you can make a decision on if you want to buy it or not. But it's super great. Okay, so the next product is the Biore deep pore charcoal cleanser. This stuff is really nice, but if you're going to use this, especially in the winter, be really careful not to use it too much because, I mean, at least for me, I normally have oily skin, but it's been drying my skin out a lot, and so that's never any fun. So I only use it like every other day, and I only use it once that day. Like, I don't use it morning and night. I just use it once, and then I get moisturizer and put that on as well. Anyway, so yeah, this is really nice, and I really like it. And you can like feel that it's really cleaned your pores out, which is super great. So definitely try this out if you haven't already. It's really great. Okay, so the next favorite of mine is this little picture frame that my friend made for me. Actually, like, she's an adult, but she's still my friend. She made it for me. It's pictures of when I went to Haiti with my church. And at the end of the week, we were encouraged to think of one word to describe our trip, like to kind of encompass the whole thing. And mine was beginning. And they had said, like, you could write it on a rock. That's what we normally do. We take a word, we write it on a rock just to kind of talk about, just to remind us what our word was. And I didn't get a rock to write it on, but she did a rock, and it says beginning on it. And beginning for me just because I want to be a missionary overseas. So it was like this, like, it was my second missions trip, but it was like a beginning for me, like, I don't know. It's so, anyway, and then on the back it has this Bible verse, and it says, though your beginning was small, yet your latter and would increase abundantly. So I thought that was really cool, and this is super beautiful, and I'm going to be hanging it in my room today, so yay! Okay, and then this is another one. This is so cool. It's a journal, and there's not a whole lot written in it, but it is handmade in Switzerland, I believe. Why do I say that? Italy. It's not Switzerland. Italy. Handmade in Italy, and it's like this really cool material, and it's got the world on it, and I love it so much. So it's my favorite, and I've used it as a journal for all of my missions adventures, and I super, super, super love it. So this is a favorite of February as well because I used it a lot in February. And then my last favorite is a song, and I will play it for you. Well, there's a couple songs, but these are the two songs. The first one is Please Don't Go by Joel Adams. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but it's really good, so you should definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Okay, it's really good. And then What I Know by Trisha is also really good. This is a Christian song, so if you love Jesus, then you'll like this. But if you don't, it's not, like, it doesn't really pertain to you, but it's really good. And I love it a lot. And also, My Dear by Kina Grannis, I think. Kina Grannis. That is also a favorite song of mine this month. So, yeah. Those are my favorite songs and my favorites of the month of February. A lot of them aren't things that I discovered in February, like right off the bat, but they're things that I rediscovered in February, and they're my favorites this month. So I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed, even though some of them might even be things that you've seen before or heard of before, but I hope you enjoyed this video. And definitely leave a comment down below what you did enjoy about this video or anything that you didn't like. I love your feedback, even if it's constructive criticism. So I really appreciate those comments. And give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And if you have any video ideas or requests, then again, leave that in the comments below. And I'm going to start posting hopefully once, maybe even twice a week. I'm thinking of doing a Monday filming schedule and maybe even a Saturday filming schedule. So that will be really good. And yeah, if you have any questions for me, again, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer those as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!